Following a successful hosting of the tournament in February at the Burton Basketball Court in Georgetown, a decision was made to take the one-of-the-kind event to Linden. The tournament will be held on April 23 at a residence of the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Kashif Muhammad, in Richmond Hill.
I gotta tell teams I really can't take no more. So I wanted to do like a Linden versus Georgetown setup for the basketball aspect of this weekend. The calls have been overwhelming. I guess taking into consideration the first one was a success. All the players that came out were happy. Everyone received their prizes. I had to tell people I'm not doing rings for the Linden edition. There's a major tournament coming up just in time for Carnival as well too. So that one would be bigger than anything else. But for Linden, I'm sticking to 8 teams. The response from the players has been overwhelming. The response from the Linden community has been just the same. Linden is a sport town. We haven't had basketball for almost 3 years. Even pre-pandemic, basketball was dormant in Linden, and I know the guys are happy to see the return. In fact, shout out to Kashif. They have done some major work on the court of itself. Did some repainting, so it's going to look as though you're at Barnum Court, but you're not at Barnum Court.
According to Toney, since the tournament is FIBA endorsed, it will aid players to get much needed rating points, and from a wider scale, it can kickstart the development needed for the sport locally.
The good thing about 3x3 basketball, people don't understand, is that each of these tournaments are registered on the FIBA, and at the conclusion of each of these tournaments, points are awarded to players in Guyana and Guyana as a country. So in terms of what it means for Guyana, I think that's one of the reasons why the Guyana Amateur Basketball Federation has been really behind me in terms of offering that technical support that I would need to ensuring that this basketball aspect of this 3-on-3 is done correctly, in a sense that we have players who are registered in the FIBA 3x3 format. So it's very important for the development of the game in Guyana, especially since 3x3 basketball has really taken off, particularly since it was featured at the Olympics, last Olympics we would have seen in Tokyo, Japan. 3x3 basketball made its debut, and since then, even getting the balls for 3x3 is very difficult. At this moment, you run a waiting list for some of those balls, so it's very vital for development.
A concept of 3-on-3 is a fusion of basketball and entertainment, and as such, Saturday will feature Barbados recording artist Moldy Chief, whom he said will be visiting Guyana for the first time to perform. There will be 4 teams from Linden, 3 from Georgetown, and 1 from West Demerara. The prize structure for the top 3 teams is $100,000, $75,000, and $50,000, and each of the 8 teams will receive a participation fee of $25,000. There will be other prizes complimented with Answer McCall trading through the Hennessy brand. For the newsroom, Akeem Greene.